Black Star Sports TV. Man, back with another one. Hey, this morning I want to talk about Deontae Bronze Bomber Wilder. Yeah, man, been a minute. Eddie Hearn was giving an interview, and in the interview he was talking about the possibility of Deontae Wilder, Deon Wilder. There's a lot of them haters was saying that Deon Wilder, but Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua fight. You know, fight should have happened many years ago. Finally, now he agrees to that. It should have been happening, and they fumbled the bag majorly on that. But he's saying if them guys can come back and Wilder fights next month, if he can go and look good, and, you know, get a knockout or whatever, and get a couple wins, that it's possible that we could get that mega fight that everybody's been wanting to see. And you know, I'm with him on that, and I want to see it too. But Wilder has got to make some changes for me, man. This Malik Scott shit ain't working for me, man. I don't see no improvement, and you know, ain't no need in him getting in there if he don't know how to defend himself, protect himself from anything. It's like he regressed, man. You know, I mean, when you see him on Instagram and everything, he's doing drills, all that shit look good. But when he get in the ring, man, you don't see none of that shit, man. You know, and I mean, he's too damn good a fighter. He got too much potential. And it's just like, I don't know, man. It just ain't it for me, man. It ain't it for me. And I don't want to see him going in, you know, I mean, because he embarrassed himself in there against Yang, man. He should have beat that motherfucker. I don't know how the fuck he was out there and squander that shit, that big slow bastard. But anyway, he's talking about the possibility of that happening, but he's only coming from the perspective of thinking that Anthony Joshua is going to win that fight. So now he's open to it. You know, Wilder was at his best and his mind was right and everything. He didn't want that fight, you know. And I wish Wilder would go back to that 1-2 that he had, man. He had a beautiful 1-2. You know, you go back and look at the King Kong Ortiz fights and look at some of the stuff that he did in there, how it was, you know, he didn't get credit for it, man. And somehow it's like his skills are eroded, man. I don't know. I mean, Mark Breland, you know, we know he was dirty on what he did in that fight, man. But, you know, the work that he had put in, man, it put him to a certain stature of skills, and you can see it. You know, I can't see it no more, man. You know, so I don't know about that deal. But even before this Anthony Joshua fight, man, I want to see the Dylan White fight. That's what I want. I think that's more commensurate to where the champ is right now. You know, and it's money out there to be made for him, man. But he got to turn it around. He got to look better, man. You know, I'm tired of seeing him standing there with them arms all flailing around, and he don't know how to block nothing and dodge anything, and he just locks down in a panic, and he just gets, you know, hit like that, man. It's like, you know, it's not good, man. And I don't mean to be critical, man, but I gotta tell the truth, man. It don't look good to me at all. Like, he freezes up, and then he's at the mercy of whoever's throwing punches at him, you know. And somehow he's got to overcome that. But the only way he's going to do that is he got to tighten up his defense. He need to get somebody in there that, you know, fuck all this shit about, well, you know, you got to be able to show me in the ring. Fuck all that. That ain't working for you. Find you a motherfucker that know what they're doing. And tell you, hey, look, man, this is what you got to do. You got to listen to what the fuck he talking about, because you don't know what the fuck you can't do what you did before either. So you can't be using that. You know, people say, well, that's how he trained. He want the guys to be able to show him like this and that and all that stuff. And with that bullshit, man. You need a good motherfucking trainer that's gonna give you the motherfucking real. You need to humble yourself and fucking discipline yourself into listening and putting it into practice. Like every other damn fight out there. That's what you gotta do. You get off that shit there, and I guarantee you'll see some improvements. But as long as you keep with that shit like you know something that you don't know, you lost something. So don't look within yourself. Let somebody else guide you. You need that. And if you're not gonna do it, then you ain't gonna look no better than you did the last damn fight. Joseph Parker and everybody else gonna knock your ass out. I'm just being real with him. I love the champ and everything, but I'm disappointed. I wanted to see better. For all the shit that people talked about him and everything, I expected to see better in the fucking ring, man. I don't give a damn if he go out there and fight 3 rounds and get knocked out, but if he show me improvement, man, I'm with that. Why I didn't see improvement is really frustrating to me. What was you doing in the gym? What was really going on? I feel like I've been lied to. You know? I don't know. Really disappointed in that, man, because that AJ fight could have happened then when Turkey Al-Sheikh was making it come about, man. But he fumbled the ball. You know, I mean, shit, man. I want to see him do well. I feel like that's the problem, and that's what needs to be corrected from the perspective that I see it from now. You know, and, you know, that's where I'm speaking from. But I would definitely like to see the AJ fight. It needs to happen. AJ's another one. I don't know what the hell wrong with him. He did fine when he came out here and got with Derrick James. Derrick James tightened him up, got his defense back on. He built his confidence back up. He went out there. He showed genuine improvement. And then he goes and says, "Well, I'm gonna go to." I forget the trainer, man. He happened to be in the corner with Tyson Fury one time, and all of a sudden now they acting like he's some trainer. He ain't never really did shit in boxing, man. He's just a guy a young guy that's around boxing. He might get good one day, but right now he ain't all that. But he did that, and you know he paid the price for it. He went out there, Danny Du Bois went on and laid his ass down because his shit wasn't tight like it was when he was with somebody who could tell him what he needed to do. Not like when Robert Garcia told him in that damn fight against Usyk, "Oh, just keep doing what you're doing." No, that was the wrong thing. He was doing the wrong thing. Robert Garcia told him, "Just keep doing what you're doing." I was like, what? Go in there and beat this motherfucker. Stop trying to box with this motherfucker. You ain't gonna outbox Usyk. But he was telling the man to do that. I was like, why has he even got him in the corner, man? What even brought that about? You know, who is he listening to? And then you get with Derrick James, you see the improvement, but then you still turn back on him. So I don't feel no way about him either. He's stupid as hell about that shit too. He held himself back as a couple wins he could have had if he'd have been smart about it. But that fight is interesting. But I don't want to go see it. The both of them just going to go out there and just be fucking punch-drunk fucking guys out there. Just, you know, you can see that at the damn local bar, man. A couple drunk guys swinging arms at each other and somebody get lucky and drop the other one and, you know, think he big shit afterwards. And, you know, he don't even know how the fuck he landed the punch, you know. So that ain't the same thing, man. You know, we'll see what Wilder looks like in this next fight, man. Hopefully he looks good. Hopefully I see some improvement and I can change my point of view of this situation. But right now, that's how I am. There's a lot of frustration involved as well, you know, because, at the end of the day, he ain't had to win. He ain't got to win no fights, man. It's just the road that you traveled in trying to be the best, to me, that matters the most. You know, you can go out there, look good, get outpointed and lose. Go out there, get caught with something, get knocked out and lose. That's, you know, it's all a part of the sport, man. But I want to see growth. I want to see improvement. Those are the things that I like to see. You know, people overcoming their deficits, their detriments, the things that they don't do well. All of a sudden, they're doing it well again. And then, you know, like when AJ came back after the, Andy Ruiz fight. You know, he came back, he boxed, he moved around. He made improvements in a way that, you know, that had a winning strategy, you know. Big as he is, he shouldn't have had to fight that strategy, but it worked for him, and he did that. He made that, so you got to give a man props for that. You know, and it's the same in that there, but that's the sport of boxing, man. That's growth and getting better and increasing the knowledge of the sweet science. That's what you want, you know. But I think right now, what's more compatible for the champ is the Dillian White fight. I think right now, Dillian White and Deontae Wilder is on the exact same level right now. And that fight makes the most sense. Maybe you have that fight before you have the AJ fight. You know, that's a couple big monetary fights. That fight been brewing for quite a while as well. You know, but just like he says, depending on what he looks like in this fight here, he'll probably have one more after this if he looks good, knocks the guy out, which I think he will. Champ will get him out of there, and then we might have something. You know, because heavyweight division division needs something. Needs that spark, man. It needs something a little bit better. And I like to see punk ass Usyk get in that ring with Wilder, because he was talking all that shit for a good amount of time. And then he came to the States talking about, yeah, Wilder's next. And when Wilder knocked Hellenius out, that motherfucker disappeared, shut up, never said no more about it. See? You know, styles make fights, man. You know, I had said that Usyk was going to beat Tyson Fury, but I don't think Usyk can beat Wilder because of the styles and the fights. What he does is it's a whole different set of problems for him. And that's the beauty of the sport of boxing, and that's why you gotta have those matchups, and everybody gotta fight everybody. You know, and that's where you see, you know, what makes the sport so great, and why just not anybody can do it. So we'll see, man. I'm excited to hear the champ's name again. Hopefully, get the momentum built back up and get him back in there, because boxing miss him, man, and he's something that is needed. You know, definitely needed. And let's see how that goes, man. But hey, blessings to everybody, man. Thank God for life. Be easy till the next one. Black Star Sports TV.